everything's so intimate.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I pick up my coffee mug, or
Mm-hmm.
when my foot touches the floor,
Yeah.
or just my voice right now,
Mm-hmm.
or just like being here with you right now. It's like
Yeah.
there's like this level of profound intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it doesn't feel like I'm here. It feels like whatever I am. I was doing this kind of this morning. I was like, so it feels like empty space,
Yeah. Yeah.
but there feels like an awakeness in it. And I was trying to see this morning if, like, so like my fingers touching each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the mind isn't reflecting, fingers touching and
Yeah.
putting words to it, and it's just sensation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like awareness is arising simultaneously in that, right?
You can even take go a little bit more direct, right? And
Yeah,
what if you unlabel everything that you've just said?
exactly.
Yeah. What if
It's
there's no
just
names for
this.
it? Not
Yeah,
even not even not even awareness or whatever, just direct. Direct,
exactly.
yeah.
I
So
was putting words
there's
to it.
this nakedness to it basically, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to put words, but it's this. It's just
Yeah.
this,
It's
right?
very subtle, right? It's very
So
immediate.
subtle.
It's
It's
soft.
immediate,
It's
subtle. It's all
solitude almost.
consuming.
Yeah.
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 So the piece,
Emptiness basically. Yeah.
yeah. So
So
the
sorry, go ahead. Go ahead, Michaela.
I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
The, the silence,
Mm-hmm.
the intimacy, the the thing that seems just awake, no matter if I'm lifting my mug or the water's on my face or the
Mm-hmm.
sun,
Yeah.
your voice,
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
does that even exist, or is that even a reflection too? Is it only like, okay, there's the hearing,
Mm-hmm.
there's the five senses,
Yeah.
and then there's consciousness and cognizing.
Mm-hmm.
That thing that feels awake,
Yeah.
is that just cognizing, or
If
is it a
you
presence?
if you it's completely unknowable. Let's just
Yeah,
go that way, right?
yes, I
Because
know.
the mind, the me, the ego is trying to cognize it or try to be aware of it.
It's
So
just unknowable.
it's just unknowable, yeah. Unmeasurable.
Vast.
Alpha and omega, omnipresent, omniscient, all that kind of stuff, right? But those words are not even um serves it. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a it confuses it.
It's so obvious. It's
It's
like,
so obvious, yeah. It's direct, it's directness.
correct.
Yeah,
It's
it's
never not there.
yeah, yeah. And it's always present. So
Always.
so yeah, so it's like because what seems to happen in a lot of teachings and a lot of speaking, non-duality thing, they're always trying to express it in a level of thought. The
Yeah.
way that I do it is why don't we like what's in between a self and no self?
Nothing.
Yeah. Not even nothing. That's a word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. This. Yeah. And even saying this again, we keep on coming up with words, right? And then even if you land at this, what's in between this and not this?
ineffable.
Yeah.
Mystery.
Mystery. Yeah. That's always here, right? So, and and despite what you're going through, you know what I'm saying? It's here to basically the safety net, basically, that nothing is also happening, which doesn't make sense. So it's the happening and the non-happening simultaneously appearing. It's the isness and the illusion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
Seemingly like, and it's that sharp pain that you have from that whatever you're going through, and also the calmness with that sharp pain, right?
totally. Yeah.
And if you go to the medicine, it's the quietness in the medicine. There's going to be qualities of the medicine, but there's this quietness somehow,
Totally.
right?
Totally.
That's almost like before the medicine kicks in, it's there, and then when it ends, it's there.
It's always there.
It's always there, yeah. But it's kind of like when you wake up in the morning and there's clarity, and then thoughts come in, and and you're trying to figure out what this is, and then when you before you go to sleep, when thoughts disappear, and then you go into this blankness, basically. It's almost like the mind, the ego can't handle it, so it goes blank.
Yeah,
It
totally
almost
blank.
kind of like it blacks out, if you notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember one time when I did 5-MeO-DMT.
yeah,
No, it was Bufo.
yeah,
Same thing.
yeah,
Remember when I came back and it was on this like beautiful river.
yeah.
It was beautifully held ceremony.
Hmm.
And I came back. It's just blank.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
remember like a thought came and this impulse came. No,
yeah,
like no words are needed. And it
yeah,
was just blankness.
yeah. So,
So that's what it's like all the time. Yeah.
and it's
It's
not
a
in the
little,
thoughts, it's not in the teaching, it's not in the speaking, it's not in the words, right? So
no, it's
it's almost
in the
like
like
a,
direct
yeah,
experience of something that's not nameable. It's just
yeah,
like people use
yeah,
that word luminous,
yeah. Radiance,
radiance.
yeah.
Hmm,
And yet that doesn't even capture it. Yeah,
no.
yeah. And it's really the death of the ego. Where is it? Yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's the interesting thing. I'm literally standing on my own, but I've always been alone.
yeah.
I've always
And
been
yeah,
this.
and to top it off, you know what I'm saying, in this, but you might know this already, but you are dead.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're just thoughts.
totally.
All thoughts are dead.
The only way to reference Michaela is through a thought.
That's right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you don't reference a thought, I'm not.
Yes. Or not even whatever. You're not a word. You're not a thought. You're not a, so the thought is dead, right? But there's this aliveness somehow. And there's this radiance, right? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's like a radiant stillness.
yeah,
And then like the sensations become alive. It's almost like my mind goes away.
yeah,
I merge with like the sound of the birds, the
yeah,
breeze on my
yeah,
face, the simplicity.
yeah. I don't know if you're beginning to see the permanence of this.
Well, it seems like this is permanent.
It is, yeah.
It doesn't seem like this goes away.
No, no, this cannot be unseen.
No.
No, yeah,
Are so beautiful, like
yeah.
massive 300-year-old weeping
Oh my goodness. I have to visit
beach
you, Michaela.
trees. I went and laid under one yesterday for like 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
And it's just like, where else should I be?
Yeah. It's almost like everything get emptied out and there's just trees now and air, and it's like you've died, really died and gone to heaven. Not as an idea, but this is heaven. It's like when you're not thinking it's paradise, but when you when you're not thinking it's paradise. You can't really define paradise anyway. You've never been separated.
It's just so
Only
close.
in thought,
It's like
that
here.
you're separated. Yeah.
It's like what Christ said, like heaven is the here
Yeah.
within you. It's like,
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah. And so does it matter if there's a you or a no you here?
No.
No. There you go. And it just gets clearer and clearer.
Hmm?
It just gets clearer and clearer.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Because a thought just emerged, a question just emerged that
How
was
can I
like,
maintain this?
actually more like, is there more to empty out? Like, yeah, will this maintain or will this be, because I've been It's been about, well, no, I didn't even understand any of this,
No.
but wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this question of, okay, if my husband walks through the door, hypothetically,
Yeah.
what happens? What?
So I'm gonna so the thought will create a next, trying to get you back in, trying to make a case for
Trying to, and it's
reality.
just like, there's
Yeah,
nothing
yeah, yeah.
there.
There's nothing there. So like hypothetically, that's,
Right.
what, and I'll just say it's irrelevant.
It's
What you're
irrelevant.
thinking, it's irrelevant. Yeah.
And
And they will
then,
try to go to the past and say that, well, what? And I'll just say it's irrelevant. It's not bypassing because you're direct right now. So by thinking, you're actually bypassing this directness. So you know what, kind of like what I say, it's like there's
wow,
this infinite
so
flow.
glad you said that because I was curious about that.
Yeah,
So like, I've been doing like the loving kindness meditation and I'm like, is
yeah,
this bypassing? And I remember Angelo saying to me something like, don't worry about bypassing for you right now. Like you're beyond bypassing. And I was
yeah.
like, really? Because I'm really good at bypassing.
Yeah,
I've been really good at that in my life.
yeah, yeah. Well, the identity, the me, the self, whatever, is very stealth. So it's like a ninja, right? It will claim something when you're not paying attention. So and then all of a sudden you get stuck in the story again. So the
Right.
way I might be more brutal, than Angela. I love Angela, but there's still, for me, it's like cutting off everything.
So
It's like I don't meditate anymore. It just fell away, and you're going to see that that will fall away. You can if you're welcome to teach it to
it
people, your
feels like the
clients.
meditation almost becomes like
Yeah,
just life.
it's it is. Yeah, like I walk every day, and I was like, one point I was like, for like more than 10 years, I didn't even see the leaves and the sunrise and the trees and the dewdrops because I was so busy inside. But okay, there's no inside. Everything
Yeah.
that's inside, thoughts, ideas, meditation, is an illusion. So it's almost like there's no self. So any self practice is self perpetuating.
That's interesting because lately I've been,
How can the dead meditate? Sorry.
well, it's so interesting because I was like, my working through all this, like therapy's helped. And then
Yeah,
lately I'm like, but therapy can also reify
it can,
the
yeah.
story. I don't think my therapist has done that. If anything, I think it's been
Yeah.
like, he's so good. He's just like
for
piercing
for for me,
souls.
because I was working with a whole bunch of depression and anxiety attacks, and you name it, I hoarded everything that I could to avoid the seeing through this clarity, because I was avoiding it so much, because the ego does not want to see this because it's irrelevant. So my therapy dropped right away to right after that. I'm like, oh my goodness. And it's been smooth sailing, not a single depressive or suicidal thought or any kind of anxiety, because I can't go to the past or the future anymore. Can you go to the past right now?
No, it
It's
doesn't
just a thought.
even.
No. Yeah. Can you go to the future?
Oh God, no. I
There
have
you go.
no clue.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't it
Yeah.
wild?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the end of the road, but there is no road that you came from. It's like waking up from a nightmare and you're like, oh my goodness, none of that happened.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
And
the
here I
last few
am.
years, even like the psychedelic journey, it's like, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
my trauma didn't
Yeah.
happen. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so what is happening then?
What
Like,
is okay?
did that happen? Like, did it
Well,
happen?
if it's only in thoughts that it happened, but you know what thoughts are, right? They're illusory.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because like right now I can only reference anything that has anything to do with me,
Yeah.
with thoughts, and
Yeah.
thoughts are just smoke.
They are, right? So it's like, so there's this authenticity that comes out from this, right? Because you're not claiming to be a no person or an enlightened. There's just authenticity. And you're not practicing anymore. So you're not like whatever, or if you can practice, that's okay too, doesn't matter. But there's easiness now, right? It's almost like a weight has been taken off. It's like I call this like between enlightenment and non-enlightenment.
Yeah,
Here it
because
is.
it's like you know less than ever before because
Yeah,
no one was
yeah,
just
yeah,
you thought you knew something.
yeah. This is not knowledge, isn't it? Is
More
this
like,
knowledge? This is not passed on. You did
no.
not get this from anyone. This is actually when you lost the others.
Oh, that actually just brought up emotion.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so beautiful to think like you don't get, no one can give you this.
No, 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 no. It's already here. It's always here,
Always
right?
here.
Yeah.